Welcome back to Forever Ventures channel. We got a new addition to the Forever Venture family. I'd like to introduce you to the new GWM B series. Look at this beast. What a beautiful vehicle. This is a 2-liter engine with 120 kilowatts and 400 Newton meters of torque. It is a beautiful vehicle. They claim to get 9.4 liters per 100 on the vehicle, but let's take a closer look at the engine. Down here we have two levers. If you look, we've got our gas can lever as well as our bonnet. If you pull the gas can lever, it will open a little pouch right here where you can access your fuel cap. If we open this big bonnet, it's got two nice gas struts on the side. This is the beautiful 2-liter engine with 120 kilowatts and 400 Newton meters of torque. If you look, everything looks nice and high. The electronics are nice and high in this vehicle, as well as your fuel box. Everything is easy access in this vehicle. You've got your water can here for your windscreens, as well as for your radiator right here. Everything is pretty basic in this vehicle. There's nothing really too fancy in this vehicle. You can stick your hand in to get into certain spaces. But let's go into the inside. So meet me inside. Okay, if we get into the inside of the vehicle, you've got a nice keyless entry as well as a push start to start your vehicle. If you look right here, we have wireless charging for any phones that are wireless. We can put right here. We also have USBs. We got a USB port for our Apple CarPlay and Android Play, as well as a nice cigarette lighter. If you come closer to this area, we have a nice cubbyhole, very sturdy, doesn't shake, doesn't rattle. This is quite a nice feature. You got this little bucket here. If you push it backwards, you got two nice decent sized cup holders. The one's a little bit deeper than the other. If you can just come check here, one's nice and deep, and then you got a nice shallow one, and you can move this forward and backwards. The center console is nice and deep. Close that. You got a nice little armrest right here. We have all of our little features on our steering wheel: answering, calling, volume up, volume down. If you go to the steering wheel, we've got a nice steering wheel with a lot of little features. Got our answering and ending calls right here, skipping modes here. We have our nice cruise control, nice and large to play with that. We've got two paddle shifts right here. Got our indicators and things in nice reach, so easy to reach. We also got our volume controls on this side, and we got our assistant right here. If you push that button, you can ask the vehicle to do certain features. Stay tuned to later in the video. I'm going to show you a little feature that is really cool. We've got a nice 9-inch display right here in front of us, which controls most of the things in your vehicle. We've got our aircon that does display on your screen right here. Yeah, all of our aircon functions do display on this here. Let me show you. If you push this vehicle twice without putting your foot on the accelerator, all the features will turn on. Let's just do one more time so we can get that. If you look here, we've got our eco modes, our normal terrain, and our sports mode. So all of that is right here. We've got our handbrake right here. We've got our 4-low also right here. And we've got our steering wheel sensitivity also right here. So everything is nice and big, easy to control, easy to access. There is one feature on this GWM that most of the people that have driven this specific vehicle so far has complained about, is this headrest right here. We have flipped this headrest backwards because the headrest tends to push your head down, which causes pain in the neck. So we swapped that around, which now gives it a nicer feeling. So that is one of the downfalls on this vehicle. If you look at this headrest here, it almost pushes your head out. So that's not a nice feature. While the radio is on, if you look at the radio here, you've got all of your features nice and big. You've got your media for your Bluetooth, all of that right here. And if we push this one here where the fan is, that will give you all of your fan functions. All of these functions here are also on your screen, and you can also indicate what you would like. Okay, this vehicle has a nice stitched leather dash, which is actually really nice for the amount of money you spend on this vehicle. If you look at all the features on the steering wheel, the radio, and the leather dash, you are saving a lot of money. If you look here, it's got a nice stitched leather finish over there. Even the seats have a nice stitched leather, even has heated seats, which, what vehicle can you get for this price brand new? There's barely any vehicles that you can actually get with leather seat, leather dash, all of this technology in a vehicle for this price. That is a bonus for the GWM P series. Let's go to the back of the car and show you how that back looks. If you come to the back of the vehicle, there's a lot of leg room in this vehicle and it sits comfortable, nice, comfortable. If you move to the middle of the seat as well, you've got decent amount of space in between two decent. You can actually fit 3 adults in the back here comfortably. If you move to the middle here, you've got all your 220 volt outlets as well as your USB outlets, as well as fans in the back. And you've got these nice little leather pouches where you can put some books or any important information that you need. Other than that, you've got some nice handles up here, as well as in the front here. We've got this nice armrest here. It has a bit of an elevation, but it is nice. We didn't know this, I figured this out a bit later, that if you just push a little bit harder, it goes into the next setting. Then it gives a more level finish. But if you are a bit taller and you would like it higher, you can set it higher. This seat has a nice function. Let me show you right here. If you pull this lever right here under the seat, just here in the corner, you've got some nice storage space right here where your triangles and all your jacks sit. So that is a nice little feature. You can pack 1 or 2 things under the seat at the same time. Where's that little cable now? And it's just, wait, sorry, it's the top cable here. Pulling the wrong cable. Your seat comes down. Your jack should be allocated in the back here. So your jack is in that back here. So don't do what I did. There's a little lever on top of the seat to pull the top down. Both sides, that side and this side, fall down. If you look on that side, your fire extinguisher will be allocated on the left side, so on the passenger side. We're at the back of the load bin now. Nice gas strut, so it comes out nice and easy, not very heavy, as it pretty much takes all the weight off your arms. Now you're at a place where it's a bit elevated. GWM has thought of that feature. Push this little button right here, pull this out, drop it down, and you got a nice step to get in your bucky. This does hold 150 kgs, so it does hold. When closing it, do slam it a bit hard or this will happen. I'm gonna just close it softly. Okay, there, she actually closed hard. But if you close it softly, sometimes when you close the back, she does sometimes pop out. So do slam it closed until you hear the nice click. But other than that, it's a very large load bed. Got yourself 4 anchor points in your load bed where you can hook from down there, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Wheel arches are nice and pushed right to the front of the vehicle, so you do have a large packing area. But let's stop talking about these little features and let's take this vehicle for a test drive and tell you how she handles. Okay, if you get inside the vehicle, push your foot on the brake and then push the start button, then she'll start. So there's no worrying about keys in this vehicle. Do remember, when getting in this vehicle, you have to push this button, then pull it back and pull it back another time. Then she'll be in MD, which means drive or manual drive. If you look on the dashboard, you've got a D and a 1, which indicates we are in drive 1. I see my passenger's door is still open, so it does indicate to me that passenger's door is still open. Now she's closed. Let's go for a drive. She does have that automatic handbrake, so as soon as your safety belt is plugged or put in, she will release the handbrake. This vehicle is a bit bumpy. I'm not going to say it's the smoothest vehicle on the market. She is a bit bumpy, but for the amount of money you spend, she's very comfortable around most of the time. She holds you nice on the seats. She has got electric seats. If you look at the radio now, we are below 15 kilometers an hour, which will indicate the radio's cameras. We have 360 degree cameras, so she'll indicate how I'm driving. If you go above 15 kilometers an hour, she does fade away. There is one disadvantage with this vehicle. If you are driving below 15 kilometers an hour, she will not allow you to control the radio. So you will unfortunately have to sit with the 360-degree camera for the next while. So far she's handling really nicely. If you hear that beeping noise, it is quite annoying when you go on obstacles, as there's sensors in the front of the vehicle and they pick up any sticks or something like that. So it is quite an annoying feature that we're still trying to figure out if there is going to be a new software update to maybe switch that off when 4x4ing. But other than that, this vehicle drives very nice. And the bonus is you're getting a vehicle that they claim to get 9.4 liters per 100. So that is very nice. Okay, we've just decided this road is getting a bit steep and a bit rocky. We're going to just put it in gauge. Yes, it's not a 4x4 obstacle or anything. We're not claiming that we're doing 4x4ing at the moment. It is just a dirt road. But it is a bit better to now and then just put it in low range. Then you don't accelerate the whole time and damage certain things in the vehicle. When putting it in low range, make sure to just put it in neutral. Then push the button. She will pop up on your dashboard that she has been selected into low range. And then we can go. Put her back into drive. And she should be in low range. And then you can start going. Okay, we got to put descent control on now for this hill that we're on now. If you go back to your dashboard there in the corner, she'll indicate that she's in descent control right now. Let's test how well the descent control works. And if you look there by the footwell, we're not pushing brakes or accelerator, and she's going all by herself, nice and slow down the hill. Okay, we're going to put her back into neutral. We're going to take the heel descent control off, and we want to show you how well these gears are meshed with the engine, because you don't even have to really push brakes or anything. The low range gear is so well in this vehicle that it runs slowly, so you don't even really have to put heel descent control on. Again, nothing is being pushed on the brakes or the accelerator, and she is just slowly crawling. So it is a lovely feature in this GWM P series. The gearing is perfect in this vehicle. Okay, before we end this video, I know you've been waiting for the little feature that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, we're going to have to start the vehicle. So put on the brake again and then start the vehicle. And then listen here. Hi Tessa. Open driver window. And she opens all by herself. I haven't touched any of this. It's a feature that a lot of people were wondering. I was one of them, and it actually does work. Hi Tessa. Close driver window halfway. Okay, she didn't do that one. Hi Tessa. Open driver window halfway. And she opened it halfway. On higher speeds, at around above 80 kilometers an hour, when you ask her to open the window, she will come and say something in the lines of you are doing a high speed for the window to be open. It's just a safety feature, but it's nothing to worry. She'll still open the window and close the window. But before I end this video, hi Tessa, close window, and she'll close the window. Thanks for watching this video. Please stay tuned for the other videos that are coming out on the P series. There are a lot of little features that we are going to show on the infotainment center and any of these little button features here. So stay tuned for that video. Like, subscribe, and follow us. Okay, there is a feature that we're all wondering about. If you put it in drive and things, you cannot control your radio. It is a feature that we have found out how to get rid of the cameras so you can control your radio when you stop to the robot or anything like that. So please stay tuned for that video. It will probably be the next video. So stay tuned for that video, and thanks for watching. And like and subscribe.